In this demo, we look at how to manage the Acronis GenAI Protection and configure related policy. Here we are logged into the Acronis Cyber Protect console, where management, monitoring, and reporting tasks are done for all Acronis products. To configure policy settings for Acronis GenAI Protection, let's go to the Management menu. Here we can see existing protection plans with policies and configurations defined for Acronis products. GenAI Protection policy can be added to an existing protection plan, or you can create a new one with GenAI Protection settings only. Let's include the GenAI Protection policy into the existing protection plan. GenAI Protection policy settings are available in the corresponding module. Make sure that the main toggle is enabled. The module includes several policy settings. Let's go through them one by one. The first setting is the usage monitoring and is disabled by default. It's highly recommended to enable it if you want to gain visibility into which generative AI applications are being used within a managed organization. Let's enable the usage monitoring in this policy. The next setting is scope of protection. It can be one of two options. In browser-only mode, Acronis Agent installs the browser extension to monitor activity and analyze user prompts within the web browser when the user interacts with a web-based generative AI applications. In the full protection mode, Acronis Agent installs additional components to monitor network traffic and analyze user prompts and file uploads going to both web-based and desktop generative AI applications. Let's change the scope of protection to the full protection. The next policy settings are related to the data loss prevention functionality. To activate this feature, switch on the main toggle and select one of the actions available. By default, data loss prevention is set to detect only, meaning it identifies sensitive data submitted to a generative application but doesn't interrupt the user activity. The sensitive data sharing attempt is recorded in the events log. You can change the action to block if needed. In this case, any attempts to submit sensitive data to a generative AI application will be prevented, and the user will be notified through the tray monitor. The next settings in GenAI Protection policy are related to the prompt injection protection. You can enable this functionality by switching on the main toggle and then again choose one of the actions available. By default, the prompt injection protection detects potentially harmful instructions or abuse attempts and logs them in the events log. However, you may configure the system to take blocking action if needed. If the block action is set, any prompt or file upload with potentially harmful instructions will be prevented, and the user will be notified accordingly through the tray monitor. Let's change the action to block. Now, the GenAI Protection policy is configured with the usage monitoring, data loss prevention, and prompt injection protection enabled. Let's save the plan to make the new settings effective. The updated plan will shortly be assigned to the managed devices, and users interacting with generative AI applications will be protected.